It is the release week for the brand new Attack on Titan Battle for Humanity expansion, the first Attack on Titan set to join the UniVersus collectible card game, and it is going to be joining the bevy of other IPs that are in the game currently, including My Hero Academia, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun Stampede, Critical Role, Godzilla, and then we have the upcoming Tekken 8 and Star Trek Lower Decks sets. This is going to be a wild game very soon, and this is our first foray into a new sort of flagship franchise, so very excited about this. I'm a huge Attack on Titan fan, so I can't wait. In this video, we're going to be cracking open this booster box. We're going to show you kind of what you can expect out of a box of this game, and then we will have another video as well, not this one, but another one. We're going to go through these Clash decks, which are a great place to try the game out, so stay tuned for that. But right now, I can't wait to crack into this box, so let's jump into it. What's up, everyone? It's Dan with Maindeck, and welcome back to our pack cracking station. First of all, I have to give a shout out, I guess, to UVS Games, who sent this package over for the set this time, and this package was really awesome. It included this incredible playmat. Oh my god, look at this. Looks so cool. This is one of their official playmats that you can actually buy as well. You know, come in the black box and everything. You'll see this, yeah, Eren Yeager playmat that is just absolutely gorgeous. This thing's amazing. I love this colored manga artwork. It looks so cool. Anyway, I just had to shout them out for sending the package, first of all, and including the playmat this time, because I'm definitely going to be using this playmat. It is very, very, very sweet looking. So, as I said in the intro, we're going to be cracking open this box of Attack on Titan Battle for Humanity. Maybe this is your first time seeing a UniVersus box open, so we'll talk a little bit about what the rarities are like, what you're going to get. We're not going to be reading through every single card because cards in UniVersus do have a lot of text, so you know, it could take a little bit, but this is hopefully going to be a pretty fun experience. There's going to be a pile of URs that we expect to get, which will be very, very obvious because of the foiling that they use, and we'll also be getting hopefully some really cool alt art cards, maybe foil characters, maybe some other stuff. But yeah, let's crack into this, and we'll talk as we go. All right, so in our box here, Attack on Titan Battle for Humanity, or UniVersus boxes in general, are 24 pack boxes, so we can expect that these 11 card boosters all are going to have a guaranteed character in them. They're also going to have one foil rare card or higher, rare or ultra rare card, and then sometimes they'll have extra stuff if they have like an alt art card in them as well. So yeah, let's just crack right in. We got pull tabs on these bad boys, making it nice and easy. And our very first pack of our box, let's see what we get. So I want to be really clear too. So there have been a number of times the Attack on Titan IP has been used in card games. This is based on the manga, and I think that is super cool. Actually, this is what a great first card to show. The really sweet thing about manga art is that it's already designed to be on a static surface, a static readable surface, rather than being just a frame in a set of moving images. Meaning that I think the art really works well in the card game space. So you can see right here, Capture the Target is our first card, this foundation. We have Smiling Death. Sometimes they do these like panel cutout things, which look kind of cool to me too. Like they can look really dynamic this way, I think. Slash from Above, Distressed Consolation. Yeah, I think these look really sweet. Toss Aside. If you haven't seen Attack on Titan, by the way, I mean, reading the manga, obviously a great option. Watch the anime, another great option. I really enjoy the series quite a bit. I'm a big fan of it. Here's our character card for this pack, which is going to be Sasha Blouse, Potato Girl. Very nice. And then we have here's our foil rare, which is the Curiosity of Armin Arlert. So you see all the foils in UniVersus have a little wavy pattern on them, or surge foil. It's not quite surge foiling, I guess. I'm not sure what to call this type of foil. It's a wavy foil. So we put our rares over here, and then we have our uncommons in the back here. We have a Line Up the Shot, nice shot of Sasha hunting, Jaws of Life, and Hold at Bay. This looks more like Jaws of Death to me, but yeah, so there we have our commons, uncommons, then there was our foil rare. And that's kind of what you're going to get in your typical packs, but hopefully we're going to be getting some more spicy pulls in some other packs that we are going to open here in this box. Now, we have a very, very low chance, I haven't managed to do it at all yet for UniVersus, of opening what they call a Chrome Rare, and you'll that's one of the cards you'll know it when you see it. It'll get really hype in here if that happens. They are all serialized, and so they're pretty rare, but yeah, let's just see. So we got, here are our commons: Faith in the Walls, Boring Respite, Reconsider, Distracting the Female Titan. We have our character, Connie Springer, in this pack. We have our foil rare, which is Wish Hard, Fury Attack, and then we have First Official Kill, Activate the Coordinate, and Adjusting the Plan. So this is really, this series is going, this box is going kind of, as far as like the, I guess, the anime would be concerned, through about season 2, but it's through the first couple volumes, I believe, of the manga. I'm more of an anime, as far as like my lore, I'm more of an anime watcher. I haven't actually read the manga. So I might have to reference it that way, you know, as far as just giving you an idea of what we're talking about. But, you know, you can correct me in the comments if I get anything wrong manga-wise. But here we have Bearded Titan as our character card for this one. The Lethality of Levi Ackerman. I think there's a set of these for a number of different characters, kind of like Armin and Levi, and I think there's an Aaron one. I believe I pulled that at the pre-release. So that's our rare here. Connie Takes a Stand, Besiege, and Consuming Their Own. One thing I think is really cool about this is that the manga is not available in like an official color print. So what the team actually did, before I get into this pack, is the team at UniVersus had to go through and actually get colorizations done of a lot of this stuff. And so with that sort of freedom, they got to do a really interesting thing where they were able to kind of apply a color palette to different resources. So this is a death resource card, and you'll see the backgrounds will have like a red palette on death cards. This one's fire, and they're going to have an orange palette to them. This one's order, and it's going to have this kind of greenish, light greenish, beige-ish look to it. Here's another one. So you can see these two both have this sort of similar paletting, and they're both order cards. The fire one, you can barely see it here, but there is a little bit of orange there. Air is going to have blue. Chaos is going to have pink. Life is going to have green. So yeah, you can see that across all these cards, and I just think that's a really neat touch. So you can actually just, from looking here, you can guess that both of these characters are going to have air, and they do, because they both have a blue palette to them. So I think that's really, really cool. All right, Extermination Shot is our first common here. We're going to go skip through the commons. We don't need to look at the commons too much. We got Berthold Hoover. So this is actually a rare character, and this is an exciting character because transforms into the Colossus Titan, which is I've learned is the manga name for what I always refer to as Colossal Titan. So the Berthold Hoover transforming into Colossus Titan. This is a new thing in Attack on Titan 2 where characters can now transform. I wish they had this set up when they did the My Hero Academia set with Fat Gum, because Fat Gum would have been a perfect hero to do that way. But yeah, it's nice to have now. Really cool. Oh, this card looks sick. Knockdown Blow. This is just another rare, but it just looks so cool. And again, you can see it's a Chaos card. You can tell by that pink background. I think that just is a really sweet little touch. And we have our uncommons here. Moving along to our next pack. Let's see. We haven't got an ultra rare yet, so it is. I think we're due. I think we're due to find our first ultra rare. Hopefully in this pack, maybe, maybe not. We have a Ymir, another rare character. Oh, okay. Actually, even better, even better. Okay, I was just going to point out that Ymir is a transforming Titan character as well, and you can see actually this is really cool. Oh, did they use the Berthold too? Yeah. Fire orange, Chaos pink, fire orange, life green. So they have the two resources that are found on the characters on either side. That's a nice touch. And we actually got our SR for the box. You're going to get about one SR per box on average. And this is the Stomp of the Female Titan, a life card. And the SRs all have this really, really, really cool, like got the katakana and then the kanji on the side, and breaks out of the frame like that, and as sort of like again, like more of like a manga like styling, which is just really, really neat. So very cool. So that's our SR for the box. That's awesome. There are I don't know how many, there are a chunk of SRs in the set though, so if you're hunting those, they're going to definitely be chase things that hopefully will prop up the value of your boxes when you get the good ones, you know, make the singles market a little more juicy for the game. But we haven't seen any URs yet. We just saw an SR to start, which is, I'm not complaining, but I would like to see that. So we have Armin Arlert, who is actually one of our UR characters. So the UR characters are more rare than the other ones. So that's really cool. That's really exciting to get one of those. So I don't have to like try and chase down this Armin if I want to play him. So very nice. We have a rare emerging threats. And oh man, vertical maneuvering equipment. This card was so insane in the pre-release. This thing does so much. This was I was really impressed by that card. Very, very powerful asset that just had like constant buffs and debuffs to apply. It's one of those cards that just slices and dices and it does whatever. Okay, so if you are an old UFS or UniVersus fan, this is going to confuse you a little bit, but these are backups. These are new card type in here. And backups, you will play them, they're kind of like foundations. You'll play them in your card pool and then build them at end of turn. Or we have actually a bunch of cards that will shift into backups when you play them, like attacks that will become backups. Hopefully we'll see some of those. And then while they're in play, kind of like an asset, they just give you an ability that you can use every turn. They're usually pretty decent abilities. And as you can see here, this actually has a really good check on it too. But they have a stamina cost. And the ability will always cost you stamina. And the opponent can actually choose to attack your backups to get rid of them instead if they don't like you having that. So this one, for example, is you can commit him and lose a stamina. This attack gets +2 damage. If your rival has 10 or more foundations, it also gets +2 speed. So it just gives you a pretty static damage buff once per turn that you can use, that if your opponent's getting into deadlock, 10 or more, so it's actually just below deadlock. It means that they can't, it's not 11, it's 10, right? That this becomes a +2/+2, which is a pretty huge buff at that point. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And, oh, okay, all right. So we're going to get our first alt art, which is going to be, in this case, we're going to get a foil character, and this is going to be the foil Bearded Titan. This is actually, I would say, for me, this is one of the less exciting ones to get, because the Bearded Titan is kind of just he's an infinity symbol, 6 hand size, 36 health character, and that's it. He has no abilities. So I'm sure kind of cool for Bearded Titan collectors, not really what I'm looking for. So hoping to see some other juicy pulls in here, but you know, there it is for Bearded Titan fans. You can get your foil Bearded Titan right here. We got rare action Chomp. That card looks really sweet too. And look at all the action in this pack. This is an action-packed pack. So some of the alt arts you can get though, you can get these obsidian and pearl treatments that look extremely cool. So I'm really hoping our other one is one of those, because those are really, really nice. So we had our commons, we have Erwin Smith character, and then here we go. So this is our first UR. So you're going to get a chunk of these, 5 or 6 per box, I believe. And they are going to have the foil treatment around the border. They definitely stand out. This is Emerge Victorious. This has a crazy amount of text, and I am not about to read it for you guys and get lost in that, but you feel free to pause the video and read it yourself. It's got a big, crazy blitz ability, shifting cards, it looks like. I see the shift word in there. So, it looks sweet. I'll have to give it a read later, though. I'm not totally sure. Nape Strike. I love the flavor on this card. This just destroys backups, which makes sense. This is how you take a Titan out. So, Nape Strike, you can use it to destroy your opponent's backups if they are trying to do some crazy... There's another version of Beast Titan that is more about playing other Titans. So if that deck becomes popular, then... Nape Strike, great sideboard card to include. Okay. Hans. We got a little Hans action. We got Plaintive Cry as our rare. And then some uncommons in this pack. Moving along, I don't want this video to take too terribly long, so we're gonna cruise a little bit here until we get some more interesting cards to open and talk about here. Jean, nice. Okay, and then we got, this art looks so sick. This looks really good. Maintain distance. Look at that. Combo with 3 diffs. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Charge and weapon. Yeah, that card looks great. Some of the artwork, man, some of the artwork on these just looks really, really killer. I think some people aren't a huge fan of like having the frames and everything for some of this art, but I mean, like, man, I don't know. Some of it looks crazy good to me. Okay, so we got another backup, another Titan Small. This is a different one. I think we had the large Titan. This time we have a Titan Small instead. And then we have a Big Mouth Titan as our character. Food motivated, as many of us are. And then some uncommons. There are a ton of characters in this set too, which is good because there is an Attack on Titan only format you can play. Definitely would be a good place to like try the game out, jump into it, because you don't have to worry about all the other sets, all the My Hero Academia, you don't have to get like Critical Role cards or anything. If you just want to play the game with Attack on Titan, which is nice. Positional Advantage is our rare here. So yeah, that's definitely a cool one to explore if you are just checking the game out. And because they put so many characters in the set, there should be plenty of options for who you might want to play with in that format too, which is nice. That's one thing UniVersus has always been super good about, which is having lots and lots of character options and having a really good flavor on their characters too. Annie Leonhardt, nice character to get. And there it is, the potato. They put the whole sequence in there. They could have just had Sasha holding the potato, but they put the whole panel sequence in as the artwork, and how sweet is that? I love that. And yeah, it is just a card that lets you gain health and then build it down. And then you can, if you're able to play a non-character ability that reduces the damage attack, you cancel it. Solid asset. You can totally build around that. There's some other potato synergy in the set. So there you go. There is Potato. And not the first Attack on Titan card game to have a card called Potato either, which I appreciate greatly. We have Reiner Braun. Guess what? Reiner Braun turns into Armored Titan. So that's really cool. So we have the pink Chaos and then this red Death. Looks really nice. Painful Experiment is our rare. Really only one UR so far. They are hiding in here, aren't they? We're about to get a series of URs, I think, in pretty short succession. We're gonna get a Smiling Titan, very creepy. That was a little too creepy for me. The Guild of Berthold Hoover, here's another one of those, the adjective of character named rares. I will definitely have to sit down and read through more of the set a little bit before our locals start up so I can have a deck ready. That would probably be preferable. We have another Sasha Blouse, and here is, nice, here is another UR, a very, very like classic line from the series that you know if you watched it through. To You 2,000 Years From Now. This action card with the big tree. I actually just finished watching the series not that long ago. A few weeks ago, we finally got around to watching the end. So very meaningful stuff. What a wild ending too. All right. Yep, here we go. Yeah, like I said, we're in a series of URs now. We have a Big Mouth Titan into a Sacrifice for the Cause. The colors are crazy on these. They went all out to really make these things pop. Sacrifice for the Cause Foundation. UR. So, 1 UR attack, 1 action, 1 foundation so far. All right. And our next pack, I think here's another UR. Just like I said, a pile of them in a row. Here's that Bearded Titan. Bearded Titan. Oh, wait a second. This is better than UR. Hang on. This is a UR ult. Nice. Okay, so this is one of the pearlescent treatments, or not pearlescent, just pearl treatments, I believe, of the attack Swarmed by Titans, which says Blitz, your next check this turn gets plus X. X equals your momentum plus 1. I haven't mentioned it, but if you're a fan of the game from the past, you don't know what Blitz is. Blitz is just something that happens as soon as you play the attack, right at the start of the enhanced step, basically. It's like a sort of an auto enhance that happens, just to smooth the game out. So your next check this turn is plus X. X equals your momentum plus 1. This card seems insane. This card seems really, really, really powerful. And it is a 5 high for 5 with a 1 high block. Wow, I'm happy I opened this. This seems really, really good. This seems sick as hell. So that does make up a little bit for the lame Bearded Titan foil, I think. Not the most exciting foil character to get. If it was a Beast Titan, that would have been sick. If it was an Aaron or someone else, that would have been super cool. But I'm really happy with that Swarm by Titans because I think that card is going to be quite good. We got Marco. Got a foil backed into a corner. And then our uncommons here. Should still be a couple more URs hiding in these last few packs, I think. Another John. Got Play Fighting. I'm definitely going to need to pick up some more product here too, because there's probably some cards here that I'm going to want to get play sets of, and I think I'm going to want to hunt down some more of these Swarmed by Titans as well. What resource is this? This is the Chaos resource. Okay, I've always been a big fan of Chaos. I've played some fun Chaos decks in the past, so I'm going to have to look to build a character with Chaos. Maybe Krista. Maybe she builds wall counters. She does some goofy stuff. I'm curious about how that works. Betraying Friends, rare. Krista does have Chaos, though. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I mean, I'm tempted. I really just want to play, like, either want to play a Transforming Titan or I want to play, like, a badass scout, like Levi, who is another UR character, which is really awesome to open. And Levi cannot play Stormed by Titans, which makes sense. It wouldn't make sense for him to be able to do that. But he does have some really sweet abilities. Your charge end or weapon attacks get +1 speed and +1 damage, just statically, which is awesome. And then enhance commit, add 1 weapon card from your card pool to your hand. That's just gross. He's got some really cool powers. So, oh, here we go. Female Titan attacks. Oh, great. This is a great example. This is a shift card. So Female Titan attacks has shift and blitz, draw 1 card, ready 1 backup. This is 7. You'll notice too, there are some huge cost attacks in here just to kind of bring out that theme of Titans, but it is a 7 difficulty attack with a 4 check on it, which is awesome. And shift says when it resolves, then you flip it into its backside and then play it into your stage. So then you get the Female Titan. So the Female Titan attacks will provide a card draw, readying a backup if you have one already. So great in your like Beast Titan decks, it's going to be a huge attack. And then it'll flip into the Female Titan, who has form, commit, lose 4 stamina, mill 2, choose a punch or kick attack in your discard pile, add it to your hand. So you're really just going to get to do that 1 time. Or you can, because she only has 7 stamina, or you can commit her and lose a stamina to give your attack +2 speed, which she can just do a whole bunch because she has a lot of stamina. So I think these cards are really going to be pretty powerful, pretty playable. So very cool to get that as well. And she is an infinity symbol card. So yeah, we'll see what we end up building. Swarmed by Titans might describe the deck pretty well, depending on what it ends up being. Hanji, nice. And then we got Ascend to Battle UR in this one. This is a 6 difficulty attack, 5 high for 0, but has blitz attack. It's plus X damage. X equals the total printed speed of attacks in your card pool. This thing's pretty wild too. That could be a lot of damage, especially if you're following up some of these other big Titan attacks. But of course, it's going to cost you a lot. It's going to cost you a lot to do. One last pack and a dream for that Chrome. Can we get it? Probably not. We will likely end this once again not hitting the juicy Chrome, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. Instead, we got a Smiling Titan in here. And the Smiling Titan attacks! Oh no, it's because I said that Smiling Titan was gross earlier. But there we go, another shift card too. And yeah, those are our uncommons. So there is our box. We got our 2 alt arts, we got our SR, and then we got 5 URs in here. I am very happy with this alt art. I think this is really awesome. Some of these URs seem pretty good to me too. And I haven't read this yet, but Female Titan stomping on you, that can't be too terrible, can it? The fact that it's only a 3 mid for 3 with a 7 difficulty means this ability has to do so. Oh, fine, I'll read it. We're at the end of the video. I'll read it for you. Response: before this attack receives a speed and or damage bonus from another card's effect, double that bonus. You may play this response up to 3 times during this attack. Okay, I get it. Sure. Sure. So actually, if we combine this with our Female Titan attacks, so we can lose 1 stamina. This attack gets +2 speed, which then becomes +4 speed. Very quickly getting out of control. I had a question. That Annie we got earlier? That Annie we got, though, sure is a Female Titan Annie. Oh, am I going to build Female Titan? Am I going to build Annie? This has to work pretty well, right? So if we flip her over on her transform side, commit 1 foundation, your attack gets +2 speed and +2 damage is what she says. So there we go. There we go. This is what we're talking about. Then you're going to give this +4/+4 from that. Lose 1 health. You may try to block your rival's attack with a backup from your stage. Oh, wow. Ooh. Annie's really sweet. Okay. Yeah, like really representing the crystallized shell that the Female Titan has. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Very cool. I'm excited. I might put together Annie. That sounds like a lot of fun. But that was our box opening. That's everything we got. Hope you guys found that interesting. Let me know what you think about the Attack on Titan set. Let me know what you think about these opens or the cards that you're looking to pull if you're going to be opening product. And especially if you're one of the bearded Titan fans out there, let me know in the comments down below. I got to find you. Someone's got to want this thing. It's not me, but it's someone out there. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, Attack on Titan is for sale at your LGS starting the Friday of release here is going to be the 16th. So, August 16th, go pick up Attack on Titan if you want to open up some boxes of your own. Good luck on your pulls. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.